It's a very interesting parsha within the parsha of this week, in which the Torah talks about eating meat. Eating meat, something that perhaps we take for granted. The Torah tells us, when Hashem broadens your boundaries, as He said He was going to do, you're going to say that I want to eat meat. Why do I want to eat meat? Because I desire it. It's a physical desire. It's something that I want to do. So you're allowed to eat meat. What does that mean? So Rashi comments, the way of eating meat, the appropriate way of being makdish, of elevating the achila, the eating of the basar of meat in the midbar, was by bringing a korban, which then I'm allowed to partake from the korban. But once we get into Eretz Yisrael, then we will have the opportunity, the ability to eat directly from the meat, even when it's not part of being a korban. When you are too distant from the base of Mikdash, because obviously the ideal way would still be to eat it as part of a korban, to elevate the experience. Because you're not able to offer the korban. Okay. So it tells us something very, very interesting. When we're going to be distant, and you're going to slaughter from the animals, then you're going to do it kasher tzivisicha, just like I commanded. What does that mean? Everything that we do is just like Hashem commanded it. So Rashi states here a statement of the Gemara in Chulan and Daf Chaf Ches. Says Rashi, Lamadnu, teaches us kasher tzivisicha. When it comes to shechting, there are very exact details. It's a process. You have to know the halachos. The Torah is telling us that there are halachos that pertain to shechita, and they were given as Torah shebe al peh. Rav Moshe, in one of his drashos, points out that this is unique to shechita. It's not unique to shechita that we have Torah Sheba'al Peh. We have Torah Sheba'al Peh in so many different areas, so many different halachos, the way that our tefillin is designed, so many different details are halacha l'Moshe miSinai. But this is the one place where the Torah itself seems to be telling us, I'm not telling you the details here, you're going to have to look at the Torah Sheba'al Peh. That is where it is to be found. Why? Why specifically when it comes to the mitzvah, or when it comes to the details of the mitzvah of eating meat, or a proper shechita when I want to eat meat is perhaps more precise. And Rav Moshe suggests, Nira mishum shebinyan echad kadei sheyazkiru yizachru b'chol rega di'ika Torah sheba'al peh. Fascinating. You know what the lesson is? We're going to be eating meat, and we eat meat all the time. It's something that takes place perhaps even on a daily basis. And the Torah wants to remind us, and the Torah wants us to remember that we need Torah Sheba'al Peh in every aspect of our lives. And therefore, the one place that the Torah specifically is going to tell us, look at the Torah Sheba'al Peh, I'm not including it in my Torah Sheba'al, is when it comes to something that I need to do and that I'm going to do each and every day, because every part of our day and every aspect of our lives is governed by Torah. But it's not sufficient to rely on the Torah Sheba'al, the Torah Sheba'al Peh, and perhaps to extend the D'Rabbanans. Halacha impacts everything that we do over the course of the day. And the Torah chose this as the example that we should always remember, that the halacha and the way that we interact with Hashem's Torah is that it should be something that we look at in everything that we do. And that's really what the halachos of eating meat are all about. It's something that I don't have to do. I'm not required to do it. But when I do it, and I'm going to be indulging in something physical, the Torah tells us you can elevate that through shechita. Ideally, as a korban, but just through shechita. When we make a bracha, when we do the small things that infuse kedusha into our daily lives, that's what the Torah is reminding us here, is that there's Torah Sheba'al Peh, there's halacha, there is kedusha, there is ruchnis, there is spirituality in everything that we do throughout our day. And the more we can tap into it, and we can look back at it, and we can find those places, then everything that we do will be elevated, and no matter what we do in the course of the day, we will get closer and closer to Hashem.